What's up? It's been like maybe 5 days since I last recorded a video. But every time I give that much time in between making videos, it just feels like, what's the word? Feels like I've been gone too long, you know? Even though it's only been a short amount of time. I guess every moment passes by for me. So, what's the word to put on it? Slow, because I enjoy every moment. That almost tripped and fell. That time is non-existent. Does that make sense? So for me, time just passes like nothing. And I don't know why that's like that. Maybe a storm blew that over or something, but yeah, this is like, look at that, a feather on the ground. Impressive, right? I think that's a sign of something, but I don't really know. Anyways, it's a nice sunny day, spring. It's getting warmer as well. So it's nice. It's nice out here. And the leaves are growing back on the trees. So that's good too. Because it feels like the winters get longer and longer every season. I'm gonna sit on this little bench right here, bench thing. Yeah, I guess this is just gonna be a video where we're just chilling together. I'm not doing any ASMR. You know, whatever happens in this video. Maybe I'm just gonna flow with something. It's gonna start rolling off whatever. I think I'm gonna set up the camera too. Like, I think this is just gonna be a raw video. That's it. Right there and up. And hopefully it doesn't fall. There we go. A little bit of an angle, but you know. Not too bad. Yeah, decent. All right. So, nothing much going on right now, you know? Just enjoying life. I don't think it can get any better than this, but you know, we'll see. We'll see. A lot of stuff in my personal life is going great, but not all of it is great, because some bad stuff is going on, but the majority of, I guess I'm choosing to focus on the positive rather than the negative, because like, why not? Why would you focus on the negative? Why? You know? Maybe that's something I wanted to talk about today. I wanted to talk about us choosing to let go of those negative thoughts, emotions, and patterns that we've developed within us. And what I mean by that is, sometimes throughout the day, okay, we will have these negative thoughts, these negative emotions, feelings, whatever, appear. But that doesn't mean you should focus on it. That doesn't mean you should divert your energy from whatever it was that you were putting your energy on in that moment to that negative thought. Just because it's there doesn't mean you should give it attention. The more you give something attention, the more it will be more prevalent in your life. The more it will stay in your life. So choose to let go of it. Because why wouldn't you? I'm still working on letting go of my habits. Letting go of my negative habits mentally. Because sometimes when people are forged in pain and darkness, they get used to it, right? So when we get used to that darkness and pain, we want to stay there because it's comfortable. Even though we shouldn't. Because it's not what's best for us. That negativity, that doesn't need to be there. And when people get stuck in the patterns and habits of that negative behavior, whether it be negative self-talk or whatever, instead of showing yourself some love and giving yourself some love, you're showing yourself some hate and some negativity. Not only is that punching yourself in the gut, that's punching yourself in the soul, because you're allowing that energy to feed off you. And you're giving that energy food to feed off of you, even because you're sitting there and focusing on it and giving it energy and attention when it doesn't need to be. Whenever something appears within my mind, whether that be something negative, doubt, most of the time it will be doubt or negative self-talk about whatever it is that my subconscious is insecure about. Okay? When that happens, I'm aware of it. I see how it makes me feel. And I'm aware of how it changes not only everything within me, but everything around me. How I treat people. How I talk to people. How I am when I'm just zoning there, just chilling. It's a switch. So instead of staying there, I don't escape it, okay? Because you can't escape that stuff. You can change how you are, how your energy is, how your thoughts are, how your environment is in that moment by letting go of it, being aware of it, focusing on it, just for a wee bit, getting to the root, taking that root out, and talking to the root. Talking to the root with love, with positive self-talk, positive affirmations. See, whenever I have a thought about, what's a good one? Oh, you don't look good. Okay. That's a big problem I've had for a while, just because before I lost weight and before I actually saw myself as a substantially good-looking man, I would always choose to self-hate or talk myself down in my head. But that's not me really doing that as much as it is the mind doing that. That pattern needed to go, that habit needed to go, and it's gone. Sure, sometimes it will come back every now and then in the back of my mind, very back. But that does not mean that it's there. Instead of it being a yelling or what's a good word? Instead of it being a billboard in my mind, it's more of a person whispering as low as they can whisper now. And when I hear that whisper, with everything that's going on in here, I disassociate everything between, okay, with those thoughts and emotions in here, all in this. I target it, and I don't fight it with love, not love, but I don't fight it with hate. I don't fight it with trying to push it away or trying to avoid it. No, I fight it with love. That's how you're supposed to fight anything. Because violence does not solve the problem. Just because someone isn't getting their way and they might say something to you negatively or trying to hurt you on purpose, just know that it's not their fault. For some people do that because they like to do that. That's just how they operate. That's just who they are. It makes them feel some sort of way. But for most, they're just acting upon emotions and thoughts as they are now because they aren't as aware as the person that you are. People don't stop and listen anymore. I'm not saying that it's non-existent now, but it's less of an occurrence for you to actually stop and listen when it comes to other people. And that's the key. We have to, instead of in a situation where you are being bombarded, okay? You could be overwhelmed. That does not mean that you should act upon what is the loudest and quickest in your mind. Because usually the loudest and quickest is the worst option. When you become overwhelmed, think of something or focus on something that brings you peace. Maybe it's your breathing. Breathing helps for me. Some people don't even know how to breathe right. They're not breathing with their nose, like they're breathing with their mouth, like with their chest. Like, no, that's not how you breathe. You breathe in through your diaphragm. Cycle it throughout your whole system and then let it out through your mouth. Slow down your breathing. Get your composure while you're overwhelmed. So then you can pick apart the situation. Pick apart the situation the best you can. And it's good to go slow. If you go too fast, everything is a blur. Nothing really makes sense. But when you go slow, everything makes sense. Anyways, I guess that's all I had to talk about today. I'm probably gonna, I'm not even gonna say probably. I'm just gonna make a video when I feel like making a video. I'm not gonna really bother myself too much or pressure myself too much about a schedule or anything. I'm sure that some people enjoy the constant videos, but you know, this is, after all, this is my channel. This is how I operate. I don't do it because I'm forcing myself to. I don't want to do that anymore. I want to do it because I feel like doing it. Okay? And that's where you get the best quality from. When the quality is built, where the art or creativeness is built from the heart, it's fueled from you enjoying it. That's when the best work, that's when the best stuff is done. Anyways, I love you. Stay present. Stay safe. Peace.